Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. I decided to make this video instead of smashing my computer to death because the thing is annoying the hell out of me. It's in this endless loop of removing software. You would think, given that I own an HP computer and it came as part of a package with an HP printer, that when you attempt to use the printer, the thing wouldn't go into a download printer driver situation, because I've used that printer with this computer before. You wouldn't think it would go into that download situation and then go into an endless loop of trying to remove the software. I even popped for System Mechanic to try to fix it, and that's not working. So let me tell you, I'm about as angry as one could get right now, and to be honest with you, I think I'm going to buy a new computer, and then the $300 it's going to cost me for the new computer, I'm going to use $300 worth of rage to smash the hell out of this one. It's really has been a decent computer until I tried to use the printer after not using the printer for a year or so, and you know, now it decides to go into this endless download loop. Anyway, it's right around freezing, which makes it about 0 centigrade. What else have I been up to? Well, I'm back at work, and let me tell you, it's no thrill to be back at work. There's all kinds of rumors going around about a layoff over the next 4 to 6 weeks, which is tough. I mean, for myself, I could retire, not that I'm quite ready to retire yet, especially with some of the expense of the hip work I just had done, and there's a few things the house kind of needs before I retire. But anyway, so there's all kinds of words about that. And for a lot of my friends who really, like need the job, need to work, need an income, I mean, they cannot retire. They're like completely freaked out, which doesn't make it a very fun place to be. Also, the flu went through work and seems to have taken out most of my department. I'm an engineer, and I have 2 direct report technicians who actually do a lot of the hands-on work. I direct them, and they were both out this week, so it was a real thrill going back for 3 days and having to climb and do all kinds of other things that I shouldn't be doing. I probably should have taken the doctor's advice and stayed out until March. Problem is, once you go back to work, even if you're on theoretical light duty and carrying a cane and all that stuff, stuff needs to get done, and what happens? You end up doing it. So that is frustrating as hell. And the last thing that's frustrating is this is the time of year for my area that suddenly wood pellets become very scarce. And though I have some in the basement, I don't like to completely run my supply out. So there's a Tractor Supply relatively close to me in Highland, New York. I mean, not right around the block. It's a bit of a distance. So I drove there for pellets. I called this morning and said, "Yo, do you have any pellets?" And he said, "Yeah, I have the Tractor Supply version." And I'm like, well, the internet says the Tractor Supply version isn't very good. And his response was, that may or may not be true. I sell a lot of them, and by the way, I have nothing else. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll come over and buy 20 bags or so, and just to kind of get me through. I need like another 30 bags to make it through the winter, but I wasn't bringing my truck over, so I could only carry like 20 bags in the Suzuki. So all right, by the time I drove there, he sold 6 tons of pellets. He sold out all of them. I spoke to him at 8:30. I got there at about 9:45, and he was out of pellets. So completely another distance away from me, fairly good distance, is another Tractor Supply in Amenia, New York. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Amenia, New York. It's a small town, farming town. Very nice folks there. So I took a run to Amenia, New York, and sure enough, they not only had pellets, but they had the kind my stove likes. My stove really likes these Green Supreme premium wood pellets. The Tractor Supply pellets are made by Lignetics, and my stove doesn't particularly care for Lignetics, and I think Lignetics cheapens them up a little bit for Tractor Supply. I think, I don't know. The guy claimed they were made by, his Tractor Supply ones are made by Lignetics, and once again, my stove don't particularly care for them. So I got myself 19 bags. I bought up the last of their Lignetics. They had more Tractor Supply stuff at the Amenia store, if anybody's in the Hudson Valley and they're dying for wood pellets. So that was this morning's task. Lastly, I don't know what you guys are paying for fuel oil out there, but in the Hudson Valley, it's up over $4 a gallon. It's at $4.09 a gallon. Cash price delivered. It's a lot of money. I'm glad I don't need to buy fuel oil. That's a load of coin. This place, if allowed to burn fuel oil only, could probably, if I'm trying to keep it warm, it'd probably burn over 1,000 gallons a year. 1,000 times 4 is a whole load of coin. With the pellet stove, I'm probably going to burn between 400 and 500 gallons. I'm at about 300 gallons now, so I'm not sure how much longer this winter's going to hold up. About getting things done, there's like a foot of snow between me and the garage, so I'm not making a load of progress. One of the things I want to do is I want to try that portable ignition system on that golf cart that doesn't spark, that blue one with the yellow trim around the wheels, that club car. I want to do that, but even if I get that thing started, it's stuck in a foot of snow, so it's not going anywhere all that quick. We're supposed to get snow today. As a matter of fact, it should be snowing any time now, and we're going to get somewhere between a dusting and 14 feet. The weather service is really excellent. They tell me, they say if it goes out to sea, you only get a dusting. If not, you'll get a little more. So anyway, I'm expecting a couple of inches. And we're supposed to also get some more snow on Wednesday. But after Wednesday, it's actually supposed to warm up a bit. So some of this should crunch down, and hopefully I can get to my toys to play with them. I've decided this really, really needs to be my last winter of not having a workshop. I mean, this is ridiculous. I own, a 24 by 24 barn sitting right there, and I'm standing on a second 24 by 24 garage underneath me, and I don't have any place to work. I don't have a single car stall to work. I mean, ridiculous. I theoretically have, I don't know, you could put almost 4 small cars in there and almost 4 cars downstairs, and I can't come up with one small car worth of work area. Well, I could probably put 3 small cars in there and 2 small cars downstairs, whatever. But I gotta get myself someplace warm to work. I mean, this is crazy. If you all have been watching Musty One's videos, he goes right into his garage, fires up his little pellet stove, and then goes, has breakfast, comes back, it's nice and warm, and he's ready to work. How cool is that? I mean, that's the way a workshop should be. One should not be standing in snow, shivering as you're trying to do things. I mean, if that's the only way one could get things done, that's what you got to do. But at my age, that's hard to do. You You young guys could do it. You're still strong. But, you know, as you're starting to become an old guy, you really got to be a little more careful with yourself. Well, let's call this a ranting update video. Hopefully this system behaves a little better. If not, there may be another delay for the purchase of a new computer, because this one's probably going to fall out that window. Actually, not fall. It's probably going to fly out that window. I mean, this thing is just annoying the hell out of me. I mean, it keeps telling me, it's sending these error logs to HP and, you know, continue and then reboot and automatically search for a solution. Yeah, I do it. It goes and it looks and it finds one and it's all happy about that. Next. Removing software. See that? Removing software. The document error has been placed in your Windows. If your printer is connected, disconnect it. Click continue to proceed with the recovery. After recovery is complete, open document and follow steps to install your device. And you may delete the document when you're done. So continue, bang. Removing software. And then right back into the loop, right? Do you want to still allow changes? I've said yes, I've said no. In all cases, it screws up. All right, folks, enough ranting. Once again, there may be another couple of days worth of delays because I might have to go out and buy a new computer. This one's about to have a traumatic death. Take care, folks. Remember to keep your tires down, your handlebars up. If you have a computer that's more than 2 years old, I think it's best to never do anything with it that you haven't done in the warranty period, because the second you do, it goes out and it learns something stupid and it no longer functions properly. Very, very frustrating. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and putting up with my rant. Take care, folks.